Hello and welcome to Bath City Podcast, episode 1. I'm here with guest Sam.
Hello, Tommy. You right?
Yeah, and we'll be talking about Bath City's recent games against Slough Town and Chelmsford. Right.
Should we start with Slough?
Yeah. Of course, me and Sam went to the Slough game. What did you think about it?
It was obviously really disappointing.
Yeah. The players knew it was bad.
Yeah, I mean, it was clear that we were trying to play for 0-0, which is disappointing because Slough are mid-table FC, if at best, and we should really be looking to get a result against someone like Slough, and to concede a goal like we did in the manner we did was heartbreaking. One thing I didn't like, Tommy, was that after the game there was quite a lot of abuse of the players, and the manager, which we all get. We're upset, but I don't think that particularly helps. But no, I think it's fair to say it was a night to forget.
Yeah.
What about you, Tommy?
Yeah, obviously, it was very bad because we got Donovan went off injured, and then about 15 minutes later, Fisher went off injured. So it left us with Skinner and, for a bit of the game, Bowman up front. That's just bad because we've got a lot of strikers injured. Brad Ash, Donovan Wilson, Alex Fisher. Who else? There's another one. What's his name? There's another one. Yeah, it doesn't matter, but yeah, there's a lot of injuries. And let's talk about the Chelmsford game. Just shambles, 7-1 to Chelmsford.
Yeah, I mean, less said about this one, the better. I think we didn't go to the game. We listened to the radio, Bath City Radio, which is excellent, by the way. If you've never listened to that, you should check out Bath City Radio on match days. And we've obviously seen the comments online from people that were there, and it sounds like we were in the game until the first goal, and then we were still making chances, and then as soon as the second goal went in, it just killed the game, and our heads went down. And then every time Chelmsford attacked, apparently it looked like they were going to put it in the net. And to be fair to Chelmsford, they're in fine form at the moment. They've just come off the back of a 5-0 win against Torquay.
Right.
And they beat Hemel the week before, so they're on a decent little run of form. But can we just talk? I mean, we've never been to the Chelmsford Stadium before, but I mean, can we just talk about that stadium? I mean, it looks like the worst.
Hasn't it got a racetrack around it?
It looks like the worst stadium in the world to watch football. I mean, that's one of the things we love about Twerton Park, isn't it? Being so close to the players.
Yeah, you can literally, if that was Prem, you can get that close.
Yeah.
It's so good.
After the game, you can fist bump the players and you can get autographs and
how
selfies.
Easy it is to get an autograph.
But Chelmsford is just, I mean, it's just not ideal at all. I mean, it's just this massive running track around the edge, and from what I've heard from the fans who do go, it's a pretty dreary place to watch football. But it was even more dreary yesterday because, 7-1, embarrassing. I suppose the only slight bit of good news is that Skinner scored, but obviously by then the game was won, and Chelmsford probably the foot had come off the gas. But him getting a goal is positive. What did you think about Darren's interview afterwards, Tommy?
I haven't actually watched it yet, but I've watched the last minute. It looked he was basically just blaming the defence.
Yeah, I mean, it is quite a hard watch. I mean, in Darren's interviews, on the whole, I think he does tend to sort of try not to blame the players, but increasingly he's talking about how individual errors and stuff have led to lapses in concentration and goals. And I think yesterday was the worst I've seen it, where he basically just, I can't remember the exact words he was using, but it was a disgrace, I think he said. And it's just not good enough. And from my ears, he was sort of questioning the work ethic of the players and whether they want it enough, which I do find unbelievable. That I don't believe that the players don't want to win. So I think all we can do as fans is move on from what happened yesterday at Chelmsford and get behind the team on Tuesday against Farnborough, I guess, Tommy.
Yeah, what I didn't get recently is we're playing Putman at right back, Danny at left back, and then 3 centre backs of Joe, Batten, and Parcell. I just don't get it.
Yeah.
Too defensive. Then we're also playing 2 holding midfielders, so that's like a 7 at the back.
Yeah, but I think that's been our problem all season.
Yeah.
Darren doesn't seem, that's his system, and he seems to play that at home and away. I mean, I kind of get it playing it for away at Chelmsford. They've just beat Torquay 5-0. I get playing 5 at the back to try and nick a 1-0 or go for a 0-0. I kind of understand that in our position. But Slough at home, playing with 2 holding midfielders, it just doesn't work, and it's too negative. You know, I like Russ and Tilson as players, but neither of them are hugely, well, they're not very creative at all from attacking point of view. So
yeah, we're missing that Will Jenkins-Davis.
Exactly, that link between the defence, the midfield and the attack, and we end up doing the dreaded hoofing it forward, playing long ball, and yeah, we've talked about this before, haven't we? But it's just so negative, and I mean, we must be so easy to play against.
Yeah, normally our starting strikers are like Ash and Windsor when all our players are fit. A tactic just doesn't work. So get this, there's like every team is like one massive defender. We just like hoof it up to like Brad Ash. He's not going to win a header against like a 6-foot person.
No, he's not, and that's when the crowd can see it. So it's just frustrating. It keeps on happening, and you know, I'm not going to try and dig out the manager, but that has to come from that instruction of how to play. Has to come from the manager. You know, this team have training sessions at least 1 a week. They have 2 if it's not. If I haven't got a Tuesday game, so you know they must be working on this sort of stuff on the training field. So you know, I think everyone just wants them to get the ball down and play, but you know maybe they haven't got the players to do that. But I just think that people at Ash want the ball to feet, you know, and I just think that we're not playing towards their sort of strengths. And Scott Wilson was the same. You know, he's never going to win an aerial battle in a game. You know, he plays on the shoulder of the last defender and all that sort of stuff. And yeah, just not playing towards the strengths of the players we have, which I do think is a huge issue as well.
I've been saying this for seasons, like since Cook's gone, we just need that big striker to like hold up player, like that can header the ball. We've got Alex Fisher, but he can't play every game. He's getting to the late times in his career, and we just need that massive striker like other teams got, like for example Chelmsford.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I love Alex as a player and as a person. He sounds like a real nice guy, but he's not the answer. He's in the twilight of his career. You know, he's had an amazing career.
You can't rely on a 35-year-old.
No, he's never going to be able to play enough games, and he's not. Although he's tall, I still don't think he's got a massive physical presence. I mean, he is strong, but not compared to. I mean, Cook was great for us because he would literally hold it up for Wilson, and he was fantastic at doing that. And ever since he left a couple of seasons ago, it's we've never replaced him, and the team hasn't looked the same since, basically.
Yeah, a big loss for us. Like a tall person in the side was Harry Pell. He had to retire because he did an ACL at I think 37 years old or 34.
Yeah, I mean this is such a shame. I mean he looked so good in that Salisbury game where we beat him 2-0. And then obviously Chippenham on Boxing Day, he did his ACL. We think he might have ruptured his ACL again after just coming back from one, I believe. So yeah, massively disappointing for him, obviously mainly. But he would have been a huge player for us with proper football league experience, and
I think he came from Cheltenham.
Yeah, but he would have offered that also in times like this when the team is really low on confidence and stuff. You need like a leader on the pitch, maybe someone that's been there and done it before, that can drag you forward and offer their experience.
Yeah.
And, we have just been really, really unlucky this season. I know every team has injuries. Listen to Dorking; they've had unbelievable amount of injuries. So have Torquay at the moment. But I just think our injuries have come in absolute like the worst positions. Like our best players have been injured. It's not been fringe players, so it's just hit us massively, and we've gone from having this big squad all of a sudden to struggling. Obviously we've let Sweeten and Pritchard go out on loan as well.
Well, that actually might be good for them. Owen scored the other day for Mangersfield.
I think Sweeten plays for Mangersfield, is it? I'm not sure who
Owen
plays for.
Owen plays for Mangersfield.
Oh, does he? Okay. Sure.
There's something I'm going to ask you. If you were the manager, and for the Farnborough game, what would your starting 11 be?
Well, I would probably go to 4-4-2. I'm quite old school like that. And when we first started watching City, we used to play 4-4-2 with wingers, with Cook and Wilson up front, and that always looked really great for us. I'd go 4-4-2, and being really honest, I'd probably recall Scott Wilson. I know it's controversial with some fans, but I think we haven't really got a choice at the moment. We need strike, we need goals.
Better than no striker.
Yeah, I'd sling Scott Wilson up top with Windsor, and I'd play wide on the left. I'd play Skinner. Wide on the right, I'd play Alves, and I'd play in midfield. I wouldn't play Tilson and Russ. I'd play Bowman and one of those two, and let Bowman go forward to attack, and then obviously come back and help defend when he needs to, but give him license to get forward. And then the defence kind of picks itself, really. I think probably Reigns on the right. I think maybe left. It's a toss. I know, again, it's not his natural position, but I wonder whether Putman would be a good option for Danny Greenslade, who does get done for pace quite a lot nowadays. Yeah. So I'd be quite like to see Putman there potentially. And then at the back, although I do think Parcell has made some mistakes recently and he's not in the best form, we haven't really got a choice. So I think him and Batten at centre backs, I think would probably be the option. Another option on that would be to play Putman at right back, Parcell at left back, and play Joe in centre back next to Batten. But obviously that's not Joe's position, so I'm not really a fan of playing players massively out of position like that as key positions. So yeah, what about you, Tommy? What would be your team?
So I'll start in goal. If Harvey Wild
Harvey back. Yeah, Harvey.
Yeah. If Harvey's there, I want him back. I know he's not the tallest. That's the advantage of Charlie Binns, but Charlie Binns let in 7 on the yesterday. So So I do Harvey in goal, Joe at right back, Putman at left back. Same with you. Parcell and Batten at the back. We haven't got a choice. I do Shepherd. I do Shepherd, Bowman, and one of the Russell Tilson. I think Ross I do Tilson. I do Tilson, Bowman, and Shepherd. And then I do Moses Alexander Walker on the left. I think he deserves to start. I do Skinner on the right, and then I do Windsor up front.
Yeah.
Alves just isn't working for me right now.
Yeah, I mean, so what formation are you playing?
A 4-3-3.
Yeah.
4-3-3 attack.
So we can go, if we say for instance we go 1 or 2 goals up, we can then revert to a 5 at the back.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone would mind that. It's just starting at 5. It's just a negative way of starting a game.
Yeah, if we're like 1-0, 1-2-0 up, that's fine. But like when it's a 0-0 game and you're playing 5 at the back and they're playing 4 at the back, it's just too defensive for me.
Yeah, Alexander Walker's a good shout actually. I hadn't thought about him, but it's good to have players on the bench that can change games. Obviously, we've got, is it Ruben Shepherd as well? He hit the bar against Slough. Is it him who hit the bar?
Yeah.
Yeah, in the last few minutes. He looks like, again, we haven't watched the Chelmsford games. We don't know. I think he started yesterday. I'm not sure how he got on. But, yeah, I mean, he's an option. But we are looking light of options off the bench at the moment, which obviously is an issue. I think injury-wise, I'm not too sure about hamstrings, but I would have thought Donovan Wilson and Ash and Fisher are going to be out for the season. By the time they come back, even if they can, they need to get fit, so I'm not sure how much they'll be able to play. Obviously, Will looks like he's going to be out for the season as well, and Tomlinson.
Yeah.
So hopefully Harvey's coming back.
Yeah, he was on the bench against Chelmsford yesterday.
Yeah, so that's obviously positive. So, I mean, the game... should we just talk about the game at Farnborough a little bit on Tuesday? It's
I
massive.
was just going to say, is Wilson actually fit at Weston right now?
Sure.
I don't know if he's really
just going to have a look at whether see if he played yesterday. If you just want to talk, Tommy, I'll have a quick look and see if I can find the thing.
Yeah, so in our current matches, we got, I believe it's, obviously tomorrow... Well, not tomorrow. Tuesday night we got under Bath City Lights. We got Farnborough, and then on Saturday I think we got Hornchurch at home, second in the league. That's going to be a massive struggle. And then I forgot what we got next. We got Eastbourne, I believe. No, we got.
Yes, we got Farnborough on Tuesday.
Yeah.
And then the following Saturday we got Hornchurch at home. So two massive home games. Hornchurch are flying at the moment, so that's going to be tricky. And then the following Tuesday we're away to Horsham, which isn't going to be easy. And then the Saturday after that we're away to Tonbridge, and then home to Hemel on the Tuesday, and then away to Eastbourne on the Saturday, and then we got away to Maidenhead on the Tuesday, and then we got Chippenham on Good Friday, which at home, which is massive.
They could be the team that sends us down to the Southern League. Is it called?
Southern Premier League. Well, let's hope not. And then we're at home to Torquay, home to Chesham, and then away to Totton, away to Dorking, and the last game of the season is home to Maidstone.
Yeah, I'm going to go to Totton. Obviously, on Tuesday night, I wasn't actually there. I was so disappointed I couldn't go there. We won 2-0 last time against Totton.
Yeah, I've just looked. Wilson started on the bench.
Scott Wilson, sorry.
Yeah, Weston. So he's on the bench. I mean, Weston lost down the hard time as well. So he's not exactly... I think he scored a couple of goals when he first went there, but I don't believe he scored any more. I mean...
It's kind of what he did for us, isn't it? Scored a few goals in there.
Yeah, but I mean, the fans have to turn up at Farnborough on Tuesday. I mean, just looking at the table now, where we're in the relegation zone on 32 points. Farnborough's one ahead of us on 34. Chippenham's one below us on 32. And then the bottom two spots are on 31 points. So
it literally takes one game to go 20
change it all around. I mean, then above Farnborough there's Hampton Richmond on 40 points. Now, I think, realistically, nobody's going to catch Hampton Richmond. It's going to be between Farnborough, Bath, Chippenham, Enfield and Eastbourne. But the only good thing in all this is we have only played 33 games.
We've got actually 4 games in hand of Chelsea, more than Chippenham.
And Eastbourne, yeah. And we've got 2 games in hand on Enfield and Farnborough. So
yeah, it's just due to like our pitch and stuff.
Yeah, but we've got to win those games, so it is in our hands. You know, if we win if we win against Farnborough, you know, the chances are, well, yeah, if we win against Farnborough, then we will be out of the relegation zone, basically, because Chippenham can't go ahead of us because of goal difference. So, you know, that is a motivation in itself. But yeah, I think, you know, we'll be there, won't we, Tommy, at Farnborough?
Yeah, we'll be supporting the boys.
We'll be supporting the boys. Must-win game, huge game. If you can, get down to Twerton Park. It's a community-run club, and, you know, they need all the help they can get. Get down there, bring a friend. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get behind the team.
Buy a ticket. Get some money.
Yeah, get behind the team. Is that it, Tommy?
Yeah, so thank you for watching. I'll be making a video next Sunday. So make sure to like and subscribe for subscriptions. And see you later. Bye.
Okay, bye.